weren't doing things like getting in a secret spaceship or going to underground bases and meeting with aliens. We were using consciousness technology that engaged with us, and they needed very special kids to do that. Within the program for those 2 years, I worked with autistic non-speakers, and the abuses that I saw committed were disgusting. While I was a kid who had a voice and could use my body, I could kick and scream when the experiments were getting bad. But for those that were non-speaking or non-moving, they had a much more difficult time. And there needs to be a serious investigation into this programmatic nature. Now, what is the program? Well, that's a whole other problem. Most people understand this component of a legacy program, which in my mind is exactly how the beginning started. However, more recently, every single agency has got their hands on either some aspect of this research or some aspect of the program itself. While everyone would love to think that there's a centralized, beautiful little board that has all of this compartmented and they're just not releasing it, the real truth is shit is so much more messy than that. Let me tell you. I don't know exactly what the pathway forward is here, but we need to really rapidly scale up our research into consciousness. And I think right now AI is providing us the ability to take a rapid step. We don't need our government to tell us what we already know. The truth is out there, and there's many individuals like myself who are trying to find their voice to bring this to others. None of us want problems. None of us want to burn down the system, and none of us are sitting here on a soapbox telling you that you should feel bad for me. In fact, my story is much different. I did go through hell. Many other kids went through hell, and we worked firsthand in these programs at a young age. From that point forward, you either went further into the DoD establishment or you stayed on the outside, which I did for many years. I stand here today to take a stand, to challenge all of us to think differently. And that's why I'm launching 3 crowd-funded projects: Night Under the Stars, the Telepathy Center, and Legacy Voices. I first want to talk about Legacy Voices. There are many people like myself with first-hand knowledge, psi protocols, first-hand experiencers, and a whole untapped community of experiencers, of people experiencing things like direct contact or altered states of consciousness with shared messages and synchronicities. It's clear that there's something like an awakening potentially happening to human consciousness, and we're still focused on drones. What if all of this is a wake-up call for us to think differently and to think bigger? So like that 3-part process, Legacy Voices is designed to give voices to those that have credible information and first-hand experiences. We want to leverage AI to do pattern recognition, to bring whatever intuitive information can be gleaned that could potentially further resources as we begin to look into the aspects of the phenomenon. It's not just consciousness, it's not just nuts and bolts, and frankly, it's not just plasma. It's all of it at the same time. I think we're potentially evolving. Maybe we're at the techno-singularity. Maybe that this is a dimensional shift in nature that we're experiencing, and all of this is like a mismatch of thoughts as we navigate this bumpy terrain together. However, one thing's incredibly important to me: that these voices get out, that those that have information can get their testimony to researchers. And AI is the only way to do that. So we're proposing an online platform that uses webcam capabilities to scale and ingest testimonies from both experiencers as well as those that have first-hand information and feel comfortable sharing that. More to find on the links below. Beyond that, I'm launching an experiential series called Night Under the Stars, where you can come and experience exactly what happened at Esalen Institute last year, where Ross Coulthard gave testimony of my experience where blue orbs came and interacted with us. I'm not doing this to further UAP research. I'm doing this to further research within ourselves. I think if we all open our hearts and explore meditative practices, the phenomena seems to